Yo, what's up, everybody? This is your boy Isaac.
And this is your boy Bryce.
And we are Brothers on Tennis. And you know what, y'all? We just finished up Brothers on Tennis 101, and we figured we'd bring you Brothers on Tennis 102. Oh, shut your mouth now. It's about to get good up in here. What we are planning to cover, fellas, and what listeners, is some of those little special things that we talk about that give it a little bit of character when we are giving our podcast. So, Bryce, what do you think about that? What do you think about Brothers on Tennis 102?
Well, 102 is going to be a lot of fun because 101 we had to kind of be serious and go through the actual specifics about the game of tennis, and we were in a teaching mode and all that. This one, we're just coming straight lit off at you. Isaac and I have been talking tennis for over 20 years. And
Yes.
over the years, we've come up with kind of our own terminology to represent certain situations, certain scores within the game. And we already have started using this terminology in some of the episodes. And we thought, you know what? We probably need to break it down a little bit for the listeners so that they understand what this means. Because I know even my mom was listening to this and she was like, what does that mean?
Right?
But right here, we're going to define it all for you.
That's right. And we're going to start out with the basics. Now, first of all, we talked about scoring in 101. And we talked about when someone wins a set, 6-love, which means 6-0. What that is called, folks, is a bagel. Bagel. B-A-G-E-L. Bagel. So, think about a bagel. When you wake up in the morning and you are like super hungry, what you want? You want to get you a little bagel. You want to get some food in your belly, right? So listen, when someone is beaten 6-love, we call them A, getting fed, because they got fed a bagel. Because
Right.
They look like they was hungry and they needed some nourishment. So therefore, you had to feed them. Bryce, go on ahead, man.
And getting fed is not to be confused with anything with Roger Federer, because he rarely gets fed unless it's with Rafael Nadal in the French Open. But you have the
That is
bagel,
true.
right? So
Right.
continuing with that concept, if the person is able to get one game in the set, and so they lose 6-1, that doesn't remove you from getting fed. That means you got a breadstick. So if somebody, okay, let's take a very real example from the U.S. Open this year. Let's take Venus Williams. When Shy, or whatever her name was, when she beat her 6-1, 6-love, she gave her a breadstick and a bagel. And that meant she what? Got fed.
Exactly. She was hungry. And let's we not forget, Bryce, there was also another first round match that her sister Serena Williams played in against Miss Maria Sharapova, and she also won 6-1, 6-1, giving her 2 breadsticks. So she looked across the net and said, "Hey Maria, you look like you hungry, baby. Let me go ahead and hook you up. You need some bread. Let me go and give it to you." Yes, sir.
Hilarious. And so
Yes.
the way we look at it is you have to win at least 3 games in a set for it to be respectable, even in
Yes. Yes,
So-
even in losing.
Right. So once again, 0 is a bagel, 1 is a breadstick.
Yo.
But you're not saved with only winning 2 games. And when you have won only 2 games, we call that a hoe biscuit. Now,
Yes.
some of you may not know what a hoe biscuit is, and so I'm going to break it down to you real quickly.
Preach, Bryce.
When you're in the kitchen and you got your batter and you're making your biscuits, right? And you're supposed to make 12, right?
Yes.
You're supposed to make 12.
That's
But you
right.
get
It's an even
down
number.
And yet you're kind of patting together that last biscuit and you're like, well, I have more batter left, but it's not enough batter for a 13th biscuit.
Right.
But what I can do is I can add it to this 12th biscuit and have one really good biscuit, and that biscuit is called a whole biscuit. And so
Yes.
when you lose 6-2, you were fed a whole biscuit.
That's right. And honestly, I love me some whole biscuits. I don't like them on the tennis court, but I love me some whole biscuits now. Come on now.
Oh man! So you will hear us use this terminology all of the time. Matter of fact, we probably use bagel, breadstick, and whole biscuit more than we use 1, 0, 1, and 2.
Exactly. So we need you to fully understand when we are saying bagel, breadstick, whole biscuit, we mean 6 love, 6 1, 6 2. So you gotta follow. Those are the basics of Brothers on Tennis. So you gotta have that in your pocket, folks. Gotta have that.
Absolutely. So another term that you will hear us use is, and this is the abbreviated version, you may hear us say FBF, or you may hear us say fight B fight, or if we're feeling froggy, we're just gonna say the whole thing and say fight bitch fight. And what that means is if you if you are watching a match and the two players are just going at it, or if you have a player that is refusing to go down and they are digging their heels in and they're putting in work,
what?
Our rally cry for them is FBF, fight
That's
B
right.
fight bitch fight.
Fight bitch fight.
And we can't give you the whole backstory where that came from, but we'll let your imagination run on that.
Exactly. Just imagine two fighters in the ring and they are just absolutely wailing on one another. You're like, fight this fight. That's right.
Right.
Yes. Don't be letting them get up on you. You get back up on them. So yes, that is definitely the rally cry. FBF. Come on now. And I tell you what, one of the other things that I personally love to say, because there's a lot of times when someone just comes out on the court and they just have that look in their eye. And I don't know what it is. I don't know if they mad. I don't know if somebody in their camp done something wrong. You never know what's going on with tennis players. But sometimes they come out there and they like, you know what? I ain't trying to hear this from you today. They're talking to their opponent. I'm not trying to hear this from you. And so basically they come on out there and they have an attitude of, straight up, bitch, anybody's scared of you. So, I mean, I want you to think about Putin Seva and Naomi Osaka. Now, Putin Seva, I don't even know if she ranked in the top 50. But Naomi Osaka, number one ranked player in the world. Putin Seva walks up on court and she like, Naomi, bitch, ain't nobody scared of you. I am not impressed by you. I am impressed by your game. You not gonna stress me. I'm gonna put the things on you. And well, I probably should explain that as well. When you say you're gonna put them things on somebody, that means you about to put in work. You about to do your thing and you about to get that victory. So when Putin Seva plays Naomi Osaka, she come out on the court like, bitch, ain't nobody scared of you. I'm about to put the things on you. So anytime you see somebody and they think they all of that, you walk up to them and be like, bitch, ain't nobody scared of you.
and kind of piggybacking on that is when you have a player when they are determined they're going to win, they not impressed by your hype or your resume, and we can use, for an example, Bianca Andreescu against Serena Williams in the U.S. Open final.
Well,
she didn't care about all the pomp and circumstance that came along with Serena. She went out there. She had a job to do. And what we like to say is when they're flexing on that person, we get biblical on it. We say, Bianca Andreescu said, Serena, get thee behind me. Meaning, there is no way I'm going to let you handle up on me today. Today is my day.
Yes.
This is the day that I have made. So
Preach.
Get thee behind me.
Yes, and know that. So when anybody is stressing you at work, that's what you need to say. Get thee behind me. Because I'm not trying to deal with you today. Get thee behind me. And listen, folks, let me just go on ahead and give you one more feel good, because this is my favorite one. This is the one I probably use most, or you'll hear me use most across all of our podcasts. But sometimes I'm not a huge boxing fan, But what I do appreciate is sort of that whole pre-match process. So when they walk into the ring, they walk in and they doing they you know they mad. They looking like, yeah, I'm about to do some things. And what happens? The people in their camp, they pull out this humongous jar of Vaseline and they grab it and they put Vaseline on their hands and they start rubbing it on their face. And the purpose for that is because when you get hit, you don't want that full impact to you don't want to have to take that full impact. You want that punch to kind of slide off of you a little bit so that it don't hurt so much, right? And also for those folks who are in the cities, they know about this. They know about when someone says, I'm about to go put my Vaseline on, they know that there's about to be some straight up hood fighting going on. So whenever I say, look, she pulled out her jar of Vaseline and got to work, that's basically what I'm referring to. That means that, look, they ain't scared of you. They got their Vaseline. They not trying to. They can withstand the punches that you throw at them. And guess what? They're gonna be throwing them right back at you. So most of the women that come on the court, sometimes they're a little scared. And I'm not saying just the women, the fellas too, because sometimes they get intimidated. Sometimes they go out. Apparently, Dimitrov had on his Vaseline when he played Roger Federer in the quarterfinals of the U.S. Open. He was like, Roger, I'm tired of you. I'm tired of you beating me. I'm about to bring out my jar of Vaseline, and we about to duke it out. And he brought them things to Roger Federer on the day. So anytime you hear somebody talking about they about to bring out their jar of Vaseline, you really need to watch out.
Now, we have another term, too, that we use. Now, whenever somebody does something crazy, now, whether that's Osaka dropping Sasha or Svitolina trying to play Serena Williams from 20 feet behind the baseline, we're like, she's smoking crack. You know, smoking crack is whenever you do something that is just dumb. Right?
What are you doing? We smoke some crack.
like Dominique Thiem playing a clay court tournament
before
the hardcore.
You gonna put him out like that?
He was smoking crack.
He was
absolutely smoking crack.
Because he knew he should have been on a hard court. You don't go from Wimbledon back to clay in order to get on a hard court. That is smoking some crack. Come on now. Dominique Thiem, shame on you.
Somebody should just called him Pookie and left it alone.
Right? Oh man. And listen, there was one that got invented as we started this podcast. And it's one that I feel like it has some lasting power, Bryce. And it's just simply put, jollywopped. Sometimes, if you talk about somebody, they just got jollywopped, that means that someone just climbed all over them and they just wasn't ready. Simply put, if you got jollywopped, that just means you simply were not ready for what got put on you. And I'm telling you, that is Maria Sharapova. Maria Sharapova got jollywopped by Serena Williams. So there's your example. Slang 101 or Brothers on Tennis 101. How do you use jollywop? Maria Sharapova got jollywopped by Serena Williams. Boom, boom, boom. There you go.
So in summary, we have terminology for a whole bunch of stuff that you don't want to happen to you, right?
Exactly.
You don't want to get fed. You don't want no bagels. You don't want no breadsticks. You don't want no home biscuits. You don't want nobody to put on no Vaseline and no boxing gloves. And you sure don't want to be jollywopped. And you don't want anybody to be not scared of you. And you definitely don't want to be caught smoking crack. And then you don't ever want to find yourself getting behind someone. And you never want someone to have to rally cry out for you, fight.
That's right. Oh, and also don't let nobody take their earrings off on you either, because that's that, you know, because if a girl walks up on you and she starts pulling off her earrings, you should really be afraid, because that's not something that you want to see.
You need to get thee behind somebody else if you start seeing that stuff coming out.
I'm trying to tell you. Yes.
So feel free to use this episode as a reference. If one of these terms comes out in the episode and you're like, gee, I don't remember what Jolly Wop meant. You know, you can come back, listen to this short episode, and you will be up to speed.
All right, don't be scared. Don't be scared to listen to this this particular episode over and over. You'll learn a lot, and you can even apply it to your regular life. Go and tell your mama. Be like, "Ain't I scared of you? That you might get slapped."
Don't get nobody in trouble now. Do not use. This is not safe for work terminology either.
Exactly. Do not get fired and then be trying to get up on us. Well, Brothers on Tennis told us I can say it. No, son.
We'll let Brothers on Tennis give you your next paycheck. So, anyway, we ain't got no money, so don't get yourself in that situation.
Right?
So, what we're going to do is we're going to wrap this up so that it stays nice and short for you. But
yes.
Use this as a reference. And remember, we are Brothers on Tennis. This is your boy Bryce.
And this is your boy Isaac.
And we will talk to you soon. Take care.